Hi everyone, and thank you for joining and welcome to today's webinar. So today we're going to be providing you all with an insight into our 4-day course, Data and AI for Leaders, which is delivered here at Alliance Manchester Business School. So today we're going to start with a couple of introductions from myself and the panel, and then we're going to talk to you about the course aims and then walk you through what you can expect during the 4 days with us. Finally, we'll then cover the benefits of studying on a programme like this from an individual perspective and then from your organisation perspective as well. So I'll start with an introduction into who I am. So my name is Daisy James. I'm the Client Relations Manager for this course, along with our suite of short business courses. So there's 16 in total, and they're all delivered within executive education at Alliance Manchester Business School. So my role has 2 parts to it. So my role, the first part is I talk with individual professionals and I help them in identifying the right course for them and their career development. The second part to my role is I work with heads of HR, learning and development and talent in organisations across the globe in identifying the right course or suite of courses for their employees to ultimately retain good people and develop their staff. I work very closely with Richard and Julia, who have kindly joined me on today's webinar. So Richard, I'll hand it over to you to introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, my name is Richard Almendinger. I'm a professor of applied AI and also a fellow of the Alan Turing Institute. I'm also an advisor for River Capital, a private equity company based in Liverpool. So my research interests are primarily in the development of AI algorithms and applying them to all sorts of problems from different sectors.
Thank you, Richard. Over to you, Julia.
Hello, my name is Julia Handel. I'm a professor in decision sciences in Alliance Manchester Business School, and like Richard, I'm also a fellow with the Turing Institute. I've been in the business school for over 11 years, and my work is highly interdisciplinary. So I primarily work with computational methods, machine learning and optimization models, but applying those across a range of different sectors.
Thank you, Julia. It's great to have you both with me today. So Richard, I'll hand it over to you to give a brief introduction in the course itself.
Excellent. Thank you, Daisy. So this course will start on the 28th of November 2023 and is a 4-day course, and each of the days is a face-to-face session. In essence, is a PM session and an AM session. And the target group of this module is really is the general and technical managers and leaders. And we don't really focus on a particular industry. We are targeting a wide range of industries. And important for here is also that you have some basic understanding of data. So this way you get the most out of this module. We will have 2 industry speakers. It will be Rachel Hartman. She's a data science team lead at Peak. So Rachel has a very quantitative background. She has a PhD in mathematics. And Peak is an AI company, is a global AI company headquartered in Manchester. The second industry speaker we have is Vlad Giman. He's an MBA, has an MBA, and is a director of data at N Brown, which is a fashion company and also headquartered in Manchester. So Vlad has experience in growing data science teams, and he has done that previously at the Hut Group and also Pets at Home. So Daisy will tell you more about the diploma that you can get at the back of this program.
Thank you, Richard. So upon successful completion of the Data and AI for Leaders course, you will come out with a certificate of attendance and completion from Alliance Manchester Business School. If you want to take it a little bit further, we've got something called the Manchester Professional Diploma in Leadership. A little bit of a mouthful, but it's very exciting. So what you can do is you can choose 4 courses from our suite of short business courses to complete over a 4-year period, and they can be in any area that you want. So this really allows you to create your own learning journey. So you could choose this course, for example, and then a course on strategy and a course on resilience, for example, to name a few. So once you've chosen the 4 and you've completed the 4, you'll then come out with the Manchester Professional Diploma in Leadership, which really sets you apart from quite a competitive market that's out there at the moment. If you've got questions about that and you want to kind of discuss with me the courses that we've got on offer that might really match your interests, then do get in touch. My contact details will be at the end of this webinar. Now we're going to talk about the course aims, so what you can expect should you come onto the Data and AI for Leaders course.
So there are a number of aims we're aiming with this course. And probably the most fundamental aim, or the core aim we're aiming for, is to equip you with the skills of making data-driven decisions. And importantly, also, we want to give you an overview of some of the key AI methodologies that are out there, their strengths, their weaknesses, use cases for these AI methodologies, and that should help you to gain a conceptual understanding of AI more broadly. Ultimately, we're with Julia and myself as the module leaders, and as well as our two industry speakers, we want to give you valuable industry insights. Here, for example, Rachel will talk or present about the application of or working with AI on real-world case studies and some of the challenges she has faced at Peak when working with different sectors and different companies. And Vlad will tell you about how to establish, grow, and manage data science teams. Finally, we also want the participants understand the ethical, legal, and societal responsible issues around AI.
Okay, so as Richard has already highlighted, this program is delivered over 4 consecutive days. And on the first day, we will focus on exploring the topic of data visualization and unsupervised learning, and understanding how these tools can help us summarize and communicate information intrinsic to large data sets. On that first day, participants will also have an opportunity to interact with and critically evaluate a pre-designed data analytics dashboard. As Richard already mentioned, that day also features the presentation of one of our industry guest speakers, helping us to link that industrial experience to the topics covered that day. And in the afternoon of that first day, we will take a visit to AMBS Data Visualization Observatory, giving participants an opportunity to interact with some of the advanced visualization techniques at play in there. The second day of the program, we will take the step from unsupervised learning to supervised learning approaches. And on that day, participants will learn to appreciate the various nuances of supervised learning tools available to us, and help and start to understand how we can use those to cater for different types of problem formulations and different deployment contexts in practice. On the afternoon of that day, we will practice the skill of interacting and critically questioning the outputs of such models. And participants, they will then also get started on applying their learnings in groups working on their individual mini projects. On the third day, we're going to take that even further by looking at alternative modeling paradigms that are included under the AI umbrella, including reinforcement learning, but also simulation and optimization models. And again, that discussion won't be purely academic, and it will be enriched by this second industry speaker. And then the afternoon of that day, we will focus on putting those learnings in practice, exploring a range of problem formulations for different settings, and continuing some of the work on the mini projects in groups. And then finally, on the fourth day, we're bringing all of that together to consider the wider implications of applying computational models in a practical context and in decision-making situations. So we're going to explore issues around collaborative human-AI decision-making and some of the really important considerations related to the deployment of AI models, including fairness and ethical considerations. And then in the afternoon, we will bring the mini projects to a close. We will discuss those, and there will be an opportunity to critically question the results of the various groups as well. So in preparation to the course, and for us to get an understanding of the background of the participants, they will be asked to engage with an online survey. So this survey will be designed to expose participants to a range of analytical thinking scenarios, which we will then revisit and explore in more depth during the length of the course. The mini projects I've already mentioned, so the participants will be working on those during those 4 days, and they will provide the participants with an opportunity to work in small teams. So in discussions both with the other group members and with the course instructors, participants will have an opportunity to critically explore opportunities and risks around the use of data and AI methodologies in a business setting of their choice. And then the final group presentation on the last day will give them an opportunity to reflect on that analysis, justify their selected approach to an audience, as well as critically examining the recommendations from the other group projects.
So there are a number of benefits that are in there in this module for yourself and your organization. For yourself, of course, the benefits are aligned with the course aims. Primarily it's around building up a decision-making capabilities in AI, understanding ethical, legal, and societal responsible issues around AI as well, and also gaining expert insights for different case studies and industry speakers. In addition to that, you will be able also to build up an executive or expand your executive network that's with the participants, of course, that you will be seeing on a daily basis in this program, but also in the teamwork in the mini projects you will be doing as a team. And ultimately, this will also help you to develop your career. For the organization, there are also, of course, multiple benefits in it. It's around spotting risks and opportunities for data interpretation skills that you will bring to the table after attending this module. The organization will also be able to streamline the decision-making processes. Ultimately, that will help the organization to improve productivity and performance, and also confront issues around deployment.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Julia. And what I would say about this program, along with our others, is they're very short and sweet, but very impactful. So you don't have to wait too long to really bring what you've learned in the classroom back to your organization. So you'll see that impact from the following Monday when you go back to work. Julia, Richard, thank you again for joining me today, and thank you to everyone who's watched our webinar. I hope you found it insightful and you feel really informed and ready to begin your learning journey with Alliance Manchester Business School. If you've got any questions, please reach out to myself directly and the team. We're very much here to support you in making that next step in your career development journey. Thank you again, Richard and Julia. I will speak to you soon.
Thank you.